Bill and Ted Face the Music. Holy shit, it's a new movie. I've waited so long to see a new movie. I'm so excited to finally kickstart this channel. Holy shit. I'm ready. Are y'all ready? Because I'm fucking ready. Here we go. Anyway, the movie was directed by Dean Parasot and was written by Chris Matheson and Ed Solomon, who both wrote the first two movies. So right off the bat, that's a good sign because we got people who are familiar, with the movies. You make a sequel almost 30 years later. You don't typically see the same people kind of working on it. So because it was the same two guys, I think that helped this movie be awesome. Yeah, right off the bat, I'm going to tell you, this movie was excellent. It made me want to party on, dudes. But no, seriously, I had a lot of fun with this movie. First of all, Keanu Reeves is just a blessing. I just rewatched the first two John Wicks. And going from those to this is just beautiful. It's amazing how these two guys, Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter, can just slip right back into these roles like it's nothing. It's totally believable that these are the same guys you saw getting killed and going to hell in the last one. And I've only seen the first two once each, and I had a decent bit of fun with them. The first one, I lost my mind every time they called Socrates Socrates. And in the second one, death was a riot. And going into number 3, I was moderately excited. And the trailers didn't really sell me on the movie too much. But damn, it was a lot of fun. Let's start off with what I didn't like, because there's not a lot of it. The movie overall, it kind of feels like a B movie. You look at it and you wouldn't think that this was the sequel to a very, very long-awaited franchise. It definitely looks like the budget wasn't too high, and that's because it wasn't. Yeah, this movie was shot with a $25 million budget, which isn't shit. In Hollywood, that is nothing, alright? Motherfuckers are making movies for like $100 million, and you can definitely tell in this movie that it's not a big budget. Especially when they go into this like white transport pod into the future, and they get out and you see the vast landscapes of the future, and it's not really convincing. Let's just leave it at that. But that's all I didn't like about the movie. So let's talk about what I did like. Again, like I mentioned before, Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter are so good in this movie. They keep running into different versions of themselves from different time periods, and each one is excellent. Whether it's the buff ones that we see in the movie trailers, there's ones with English accents, there's hippie ones. Every single one where they're communicating with each other was easily my favorite part of the movie. And I'm not going to really spoil anything major. I mean, there's not a lot to spoil. Whatever you think this movie's going to be in your head, it's probably exactly that. There's no big Shyamalan twist or anything. So I'm just going to talk about a couple specific things, but, nothing too major. So, you've been warned. You've been warned. Oh my god, you've been warned. Death comes back in this movie, and he is once again a scene stealer. Specifically, when they're when they're talking about how the band fell apart, and he was the bassist in the last movie, and just the whole scene was just all hysterical to watch. We kind of had a cameo from George Carlin. Rufus was a big part in the last two movies, but he obviously isn't around anymore, so they kind of snuck him in as a hologram, which was nice. That was one of two cameos in this movie, and I'm not going to say what the other cameo one was, but if you're a music guy, this cameo is excellent. It's very, very short, very fast, but like the dude who cameos in this movie has often been called the Keanu Reeves of music because they are both really cool dudes and they're some of the best in their work. And that was an awesome moment. I lost my shit. Now let's talk about the new characters, their daughters. I forgot what their names were. I totally forgot, but yeah, they totally kill their roles. Like, they nail what you would imagine, like, Bill and Ted's kids to be like. You know, they talk the same, they act the same, they're into the same music shit. They're just really good additions to the franchise. And then they bust out some, like, Mongolian throat singing during one of their concerts, which was pretty excellent. I keep saying excellent, but, like, dude, it's Bill and Ted's Adventure. It's excellent. Excellent is, like, the tagline. So, yeah, the movie's pretty funny. I had a lot of fun with it. Is it the best in the series? I don't know. But I definitely would rate it, like, easily, like, along with the 2. Like, there's not one weak addition to this franchise. They're all just beautifully done. And I think that's about going to do it. I highly recommend seeing this movie. I had to watch it on demand or just on the streaming or whatever because the only theater showing this damn movie anywhere in my area is like 20 miles away. So I said, fuck that. I'm just going to watch the movie on my computer. Whatever. Would like to see it in the theater, but shit, dude. Whatever. So yeah, if you're a fan of the first 2 movies, definitely go check this out because I hope you won't be disappointed because I wasn't. It's a lot of fun. Bill and Ted, Keanu Reeves, Alex Winter, who kind of vanished. You know, you don't really see him in a lot of movies. He's mostly a director now, I guess. I don't know how to end this video, so I guess I'll just do this. Go check out Bill and Ted 3 and party on, dudes!